Welcome to City Beautiful, my city, Orlando. Welcome to Central Florida. Welcome to the heart of Sunshine State, Central Florida, where every day feels like a vacation and the sun shines bright year-round. In this video, we're going to explore what Central Florida is all about and why this may be the best move that you ever make or why this would not be the right choice for you. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Orlando Living with D, and if this is your first time, press that thumbs up button, show us some love because I bring you community videos all throughout Central Florida, Orlando, Tampa, Tampa Bay, and now Ocala. So please press that thumbs up button and show me some love. And if you are looking for that brand new home, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show and Orlando Home Show in Espanol. And today's video is going to be focused on Central Florida. I'm going to tell you everything why this may be the best move for you or why this may not be the right place for you. Well, Central Florida encompasses a broad swath of land stretching from Gulf of Mexico to the Atlantic Ocean. Major cities in the region include Orlando, Tampa, Lakeland, each contributing to the area's rich tapestry of culture, commerce. With the proximity to the world-famous theme park, Walt Disney World Resorts, Universal Orlando Resorts, Central Florida attracts millions of visitors annually, fueling its economy and diverse population. In essence, Central Florida is the epicenter of Central Florida's economic and cultural pulse. Central Florida at its core is the epicenter of Central Florida's economic and cultural pulse, towering skyscrapers standing tall amidst the bustling downtown, showcasing the region's economic power and entrepreneurial spirit. It's also more than just a destination for theme park enthusiasts. It's vibrant, diverse region brimming with opportunity and natural beauty. So there are two major factors that actually leads to the economic growth for Central Florida and in Florida general. One of them is the tourism. Of course, being Central Florida, the hub of all the major parks, you have millions of visitors visiting us every single year. And second is all the growth and the development that we've been seeing in the travel, tourism, and technology sector. I'm actually standing right outside one of the latest area, the Lake Nona area, which was pretty much a couple of years ago nothing but the farmland, and with all the development and technology sectors coming to it, with the medical fields, with the technology, with the signature aviation, there's so much growth that has kind of fueled the prospect of jobs. And according to Orlando News, there have been 100 plus jobs in 2023 adding to the economy growth for Central Florida. The number of businesses with employees in Orlando region surpassed 76,000 in 2022. The business base is among the fastest in the country with strong growth across the sectors, sizes, and the geography. Hiring directly for local business is critical to developing sound economic policies, and this is what we have seen across all the sectors, whether that be tourism or technology or the medical field, with all the growth that we have seen in our area, which fuels in the growth that we see in terms of the living, in terms of the growth for the housing sector along with the tourism sector, and as being the hub for second homes or for Airbnb, we are seeing all this growth that is coming to Central Florida, Orlando area. When it comes to the Florida private sector growth, it tells a very compelling story. In February 2024, the state saw an impressive growth of 2.3%, adding up about 194,200 jobs compared to the previous year. And this growth rate has outpaced the national average of 1.6%. So I just want to share the fact that, Orlando and suburban area are becoming more and more busier. It's becoming into that big metropolitan city with so much growth and everything that is coming to it. And that is one of the reasons a lot of people are moving, not only because of the beautiful weather, but also with all the opportunities that it has to offer for people moving to be able to support the state economy in terms of the human resources needed, and with everything that is coming to support the other industries that is well established and are establishing in Central Florida and suburban Central Florida areas. So when it comes to the major counties located in Central Florida, it comprises of 6 major counties. You have Orange, Osceola, Seminole, Lake, Brevard, and Volusia. And Orange County is one of the main counties for Central Florida, which has the suburban and the world famous Orlando, which is famous for all the theme parks that Central Florida has to offer. Now let's talk about the economy of Central Florida. The economy of Central Florida is as varied as its landscape, with sectors ranging from tourism to hospitality to technology and healthcare. The presence of major corporations and innovative startups alike fosters a dynamic business environment, attracting talent around the globe. Despite occasional downturns in Central Florida economy due to its reliance on the tourism industry, Central Florida market has still demonstrated a resilience and adaptability, consistently rebounding and charting a course towards substantial growth. With the amount of people that are moving in, with the amount of innovation, whether that be the Lake Nona area of Central Florida, Orlando area, or any other area, with all the growth that we are seeing with Universal and Disney, is just helping the economy, and a lot of people are moving to that area because of factors such as this. Like any other major Central Florida suburban area, they all have their challenges of ups and downs with the economy. And as I mentioned before, because of the tourism and its reliance on tourism, that had been a major factor. Some of the other factors to consider while you're deciding on any part of Central Florida is the weather. You know, if you are not going to be able to take the hot and humidity, or if you are going to panic just because we have a name brand hurricane coming with a lot of rain and wind, then this may or may not be the possibility. However, with good governance and with the infrastructure in place and always improvement to the infrastructure, it has been an area where over 1,000+ people move a day. And because of that, we have also seen a lot of growth, as I mentioned before, from different industry coming to Central Florida suburban areas. Central Florida is not all about work and economic prosperity. It's about a place where you lay down your family roots. My own personal story started in 2001 as a 20-some-year-old. I came to work for the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin as a management trainee in 2001, and I laid down my foundation, my roots. Today I have a wonderful wife that keeps me in line to make sure that I do what I need to do, and I have 2 amazing kids. I have just about a 5-year-old and also my son who's turning 8. So it's about a place where you can lay down roots. As diverse as Central Florida, the growth is, it's the housing opportunities that you get in this place. It's a diverse community with different nationality. It's like a melting pot of different nationality coming all together. You have some of the top rated schools all across Central Florida. And one of the major factors about moving to and living in Central Florida is that in all of the suburban areas, you have these community parks like the one I'm standing in today and doing the shoot, that you can just bring your kids. It's not always about going to Disney World, Universal, Legoland, which is kind of fun, but you also have these community parks that you can go to and kids can have fun, run around and do things. So it's a lot more than just economic prosperity in Central Florida. While Central Florida holds its own distinct identity, it's also a part of larger Sunshine States, offering easy access to neighborhoods, regions, and attractions. Whether it's a weekend getaway to Miami vibrant nightlife or a day trip to serene beauty of the Florida Keys, Central Florida serves as a gateway to endless adventure. And if you would like to know more about the life in Central Florida suburban areas, make sure to check out the playlist I have created, and I've gone into these suburban areas, talk a lot more about, how the life is going to be, what kind of schools, what kind of jobs, what kind of overall atmosphere will be for you to be able to move any of the Central Florida suburban areas. So when it comes to housing and housing options in Central Florida and suburban Central Florida areas, you can't go wrong with any of the suburban areas. You have plenty of choices, whether that be brand new construction or that be existing homes. You have homes on the lake, you have communities that are gated, not gated, townhomes, condos, and one of the other major aspects is with the housing, the 55 plus community. So if you are looking for that golden years and you want to be able to get into the 55 plus community, there are several options located all throughout Central Florida and greater Orlando areas. When it comes to the average median price, when you look at the average median price, it's still a lot less when you compare that to any of the major metropolitan cities of United States. So in terms of affordability, you're still out there. But one of the major other factors that you want to consider is, which has been an issue to a certain degree, is the insurance cost, especially when you're buying a resale. And for that reason, we kind of specialize, me and my team are here to help and assist you when it comes to brand new homes. And that's why we kind of have a dedicated Orlando Home Show and Orlando Home Show in Espanol as a channel, just to give you options when it comes to brand new constructions. But at the same time, with the way the market is, because it's always going to be about the supply and demand depending upon the current market conditions. And right now we know at the time of the shoot, and also hopefully by the time this video is released, you would see that there's a lot of options when it comes to be able to get that interest rate, because the rates have gone up, the appreciation has happened. And you know, before I settled my roots in Central Florida, I used to work in Milwaukee and Chicago area, and I tell you what, summers are absolutely beautiful. When it comes to winters, it's not for me. And that's why I say that weather is one of the major factors when you are deciding to move to Central Florida or any part of Florida for that reason. So if Christmas is not Christmas until it's white, then this may not be the place for you. If you're going to be scared with these snakes and lizards and mosquitoes, then this may not be the thing. But with what our government is doing to be able to assist you when it comes to the pricing, when it comes to the Hometown Heroes program, it gives you a lot of benefit to be able to buy your first house, which is still a lot more affordable. And if you are okay to go 30 to 45 minutes in deep suburban areas, you'll be able to get so many options, with the average median price on a 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, about 1,500 square foot, anywhere from $300,000 to about $400,000. One of the major factors when you are thinking about putting your roots down is in relation to the affordable housing initiatives and favorable tax policies. Our Governor DeSantis just recently signed where you can get up to $35,000 if you are a first-time home buyer looking to buy a house in Central Florida and Central Florida suburban area, which is a major relief. And this is throughout Florida as such, but since our market is majorly in Central Florida suburban areas of Tampa, Tampa Bay, and Ocala, we know of programs that can assist you to be able to get that house. It's a lot more affordable when you compare that to other suburban areas. What sets apart Central Florida is its sense of community and the outdoor activity that you could do on a beautiful weather like that, whether that be just a barbecue in your backyard, or whether that be a stroll down the road to a local community park, kids doing their thing at the splash pad, or just having fun, underneath the trees, just a small picnic area. It's just so many things to do in Central Florida, and weather is just amazing. So that is something to keep in mind. And that's not all. If you're looking for those pristine beaches and scenic trails, Central Florida is actually the backdoor to all such activities, where the closest beach is just about 35 minutes to an hour, depending upon which part of suburban Central Florida you are going to be residing in. You can go to one of those local parks, whether that be Wekiwa Park or the Lake Louisa State Park, go kayaking in the crystal clear spring, hiking through the forest, and just trailing around. So there's so many activities to do. And let's not forget the cultural diversity that Central Florida has to offer, which is celebrated throughout the year with various different outdoor activities in different suburban parts. It just kind of gives you and brings the community together as a whole. So that is something to always keep in mind. Not only we are great for affordable housing, but on top of that, we have world-class hospitals. It's equipped with the state-of-the-art facilities, staffed by highly skilled healthcare professionals. Whether you're seeking a routine medical care or a specialized treatment, you can trust the quality and expertise for Florida Healthcare Institution. One of the top hospitals, such as the Numerous Children's Hospital, or whether there be Winnie Palmer and Arnold Palmer hospitals located in downtown, provides a wide range of specialties that can assist you and your family with any of the healthcare needs. While Central Florida is the place to be, there's always some cons as you have the pros, and what really matters is what really works for you and your family. So some of the factors to consider, as beautiful and sunny today is for the shoot, the humidity, it could be sometimes just be unbearable. So that is something to keep in mind. Of course, we are also known for the hurricanes that we get, but I've been here since 2001, and I can tell you, when you are in the suburban Central Florida area, there's a lot of rain and a lot of water, other than unless you are right at the Tampa Bay areas, which is closer to the water, so you need to be able to evacuate a little bit more deeper. There is a lot of rain and wind, but for the most part, by the time it gets to the Central Florida and Central Florida suburban areas, you are kind of good. So these things is something that you need to keep in mind. And if you do not drive or you only have limited access, then the transportation system is not as great. And if you want to be relying on the public transportation system for you to be able to get to and from your job, then this may not work, because Central Florida still lacks a really good transportation system. They just opened up SunRail, which kind of takes you from one suburban area to another, but the schedule is limited. So these are the factors that you do have to consider. Now let's talk about one of the most favorite part that my wife will kill me if I don't have that. Let's talk about the shopping and the dining experience in Central Florida and Central Florida suburban areas. With no state income tax and just about 6.5% in sale tax, Central Florida and Florida in general makes it a great place to be if you're looking to just shop around. When it comes to the infrastructure related to shopping and dining, it's got some really great options. I'm standing right outside the Outlet Premium Malls, and personally speaking, I've been here several times, and you can get some great deals, not only on Black Friday, but throughout the year, such as the Memorial Day weekend or the 4th of July weekend, to get great deals that you can just get over here. Just down the road, you have Millennium Mall, and then also you have Florida Mall. So there are several places to go in, and if you are a great foodie like me, because I can eat and I'm sure you can tell, there are some great options, not only great mom and pop restaurants ranging from the chain of restaurants, and when it comes to the infrastructure related to everything beyond that, such as your local Walmart, Publix, Aldi, everything is kind of located, so everything is there for you to be able to make that decision, making it a lot more easier to navigate through Central Florida and suburban Central Florida areas. In conclusion, living in Central Florida is more than just about the lifestyle. It's about the journey filled with endless possibilities and unforgettable experiences. Whether you're sipping cocktails at a rooftop bar downtown or just watching the sunset in this beautiful lake, it's just more about what you can do in the suburban Central Florida areas. And if you are looking for that brand new home, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show and Orlando Home Show in Espanol, where I bring you 8+ models every single month, and we go all over Central Florida. And if you want to know more about the suburban lifestyle, make sure to check the playlist of different communities. We have done a lot of videos with pro and con, and we look forward, and I really hope that my videos have helped you to make a decision for better or for worse, to be able to decide if Central Florida is going to be the place for you. And we just had our client appreciation event for 2024, and it was a blast, and we look forward to see you on the next one. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.